Baby, if you want to start a garden, but you keep buying the same seeds every year and you already losing money, let me tell y'all something that no one tells beginners. Most people start a garden the wrong way. Shoot, I did. They ran to Walmart, grab whatever seed packets that look cute, throw them in dirt, and hope something grows. Then next year, they do the same thing again and again and again. Now you done spent $80 like my dumb little butt before on seeds that should have cost you $5 for the next 5 years. And that's exactly why every beginner needs what I call a seed library. A seed library is simply where you store and organize your seeds so you can grow food year after year without constantly buying more. Country girls been doing this forever. Your grandma probably did it. Your great grandma definitely did it. And because once you learn this, gardening stopped being so dang expensive. Now look at this. You see these watermelon seeds? This one pack of watermelon seeds has between 25 to 75 seeds in a pack. Now the mustard greens have over 100 seeds. You're not planting hundreds of plants, right? You're probably planting maybe 6, which means that one packet can grow food for multiple seasons. Now here's the second thing that beginners mess up. They don't know when to plant the seed. Every seed has a season. Some love cold weather, some love heat. Some will literally refuse to grow if you plant them at the wrong time. The cool seasons need seeds like mustard greens, spinach, lettuce, kale, cabbage, collard greens, oregano, carrots, radish, beets, turnips, peas, green onions, broccoli, and cauliflower. These grow best in the spring and the fall. Now, summer crops, those are your tomatoes, your pepper, your okra, your cucumber, your squash, your watermelon, your cantaloupes, your eggplants, your zucchini, your pumpkin, your corn, your beans, and your sweet potato. They want that Texas heat. What I like to do is separate my seeds by season. I got my spring seeds, which is my cool season, and then I got my summer seeds or my fall seeds, which is my warm season. Now, when it's time to plant, I already know what's ready to go. Let me tell y'all something real. Garden ain't just about plants. It's about independence. When can you grow your own food? You stop depending on grocery stores for everything. You stop paying $4 for lettuce. You could have grew for pennies. And when you see the first harvest come out that soil, man, it hit different. Another reason why I keep a seed library is because there are so many different type of varieties of fruits and veggies you can grow. Take watermelon, for example. That's one of my favorites to grow. A lot of these people think that watermelon is just watermelon, but it's not. You got the sugar baby watermelon, the crimson sweet watermelon, the Charleston grape. Some are small for patios and some grow huge for big gardens, and some are sweeter than others. You even got yellow watermelons and orange watermelons, which are my favorite. Same things with cucumbers. There are slicing cucumbers, pickling cucumbers, burpley cucumbers. And then there's one of my favorite called lemon cucumber. Now it's not actually a lemon, but it has a little round yellow cucumber that actually looks like one. Super crunchy, mild, and honestly one of the most delicious cucumbers you can grow. That's why I'm starting this whole Country Girl Garden School series, because I want people to see that you don't need acres of land. You can start with the patio, even a few buckets. I'm at seed school, so I know who's ready to start a garden this year and save money. Tomorrow at Country Girl Garden School is lesson 2. I'm going to show y'all how to start seeds indoors so you get plants before anybody else. If y'all enjoy content like this, follow your girl for more and share this with someone who's ready to start a garden.